It's been a minute since my last update on the Barndo build here for my folks, and made quite a bit of progress. I think that since the last update, I think the last update was the underground plumbing was mostly in place. I don't know if we had all the water lines run. I think we did. And so since then, gravel was brought in. 40 ton of number 8 gravel was brought in, and we distributed it and put string lines across in order to make sure that we had it perfectly level, and then compacted that gravel to make it nice and secure and flat. And then after that, we put a 2-inch foam in by a company called, well, the product was called Q-Right, which was a 2-inch, I want to say 15 PSI, 2-inch foam. Had a vapor barrier on both sides and a insect repellent in there, so nice. And we put that in all the way to the frost protection all the way around the outside, and so when it was all said and done, it was seamless. And then we taped the seams on all of the foam seams, and so it was a really good, actually, let me go show you what that looks like, because we have a 0 entry shower that did not get concrete, and so you can see that product. You can vaguely see the Q-Right logo there. So that 2-inch foam is on gravel, and then on top of the gravel we have PEX lines, and so we ran PEX lines in a 9-inch grid spacing in all of the living area underneath this concrete. And then we did a 12-inch spacing on the garage area. Just about 450 square foot of the garage was a little wider spacing, because we're not going to keep that as hot, and that'll be a separate zone. And then all of the PEX lines came to this area here inside the machine room, and had to create a little impromptu manifold and put it under pressure so the inspector could come and see that we had good pressure on the line, so there was no leaks. And then had a concrete crew come out about a week ago and pour this concrete. Phenomenal job they did, and you can see it's just filled with concrete dust right now. We've had a rain, and needs cleaned up a little bit, but they did a great job. And we had then a couple days ago the control lines cut to control cracking. We debated whether to do that or not. The slab is 5 inches thick with insulation underneath it. It's been great weather for curing, and so we think we got a good cure on this concrete, and shouldn't have too much settling. Our site prep was phenomenal. It was really hard packed with clay, but just as precaution, we did control joints. I also should say we had a fiber reinforcement added to the concrete, so I think we're double covered on crack control, and we're in good shape. The other thing is we had lumber delivered yesterday, and so that is the lumber package for all the posts and all the exterior framing minus the trusses. Trusses are going to be here in another week and a half or so. So we're ready to rock and roll. Should see massive progress on framing coming up next. Thanks for joining us.